The year 2020 began with dead birds falling from smoke-filled skies as wildfires raged in Australia. It ended with a global death toll of nearly 2 million people killed by a pandemic that was still on the rise. Looking back, this was the year the Great Unraveling went mainstream. Do you have the feeling that our world is falling apart? Or that our human civilization and planetary ecosystem are in dangerous decline? That's what we mean by the Great Unraveling, a term suggested by visionary economist and author David Korten when considering how future generations might talk about our time. The Great Unraveling is more than just a few isolated disasters. As we'll explore, there's a larger pattern at work. Canaries were once used in coal mines to provide warning of toxic gas. When the birds died from breathing invisible poisons in the air, miners knew they were in danger and needed to act quickly. The massive decline in global bird populations tells us something similar. Since 1970, nearly 3 billion birds have died in North America alone. Scientists have commented that this staggering loss suggests the very fabric of North America's ecosystem is unraveling. Happening throughout our whole world, it is not just ecosystems that are unraveling, but our social systems too. Over the past 50 years, each decade has become warmer. Extreme weather events such as record-breaking heat waves, wildfires, droughts, floods, and storms have become more common, a trend that will make future conditions much worse. As global heating continues, the proportion of land becoming too hot to live on is set to increase from 0.8% in 2020 to 19% in 2070. This could displace between 1 and 3 billion people. Those who are younger will experience these changes most, with children born in 2020 between 2 and 7 times more likely than their grandparents to suffer through floods, heat waves, droughts, wildfires, and crop failures. The term climate justice draws attention to both this intergenerational injustice and the ways climate disruption disproportionately harms people living in low-income communities and countries. Climate change isn't the only problem we face. Human population and consumption are increasing at the same time as essential resources, such as fresh water, fish stocks, and topsoil, are in decline. Extreme inequality is on the rise, with more and richer billionaires accumulating wealth in a world where hundreds of millions of people still starve.